All right, I labeled it round 2. Let's see what happens if we get people back on here. Let me refresh the screen. Are you guys there? Let's see what happens here. All right, it's saying we're back on. It's live there. Probably some of you are going to be jumping on. There's one. Looks like that's Tori. So I see lips moving. Round 2, you guys are coming back. Okay, so I guess this week's broadcast is going to be in 2 segments. It just, the greatness couldn't happen in one. It's going to take 2 segments.
Well, the good news is we got Chris on and off before this happened, so now we can take it from there.
Correct. And I guess there'll be 2 recordings inside of the team group page. So anyway, we had started talking about his core value number 3, and that is looking for opportunities to recognize others, celebrate life together. It's fun. We got to have fun. The saying is, if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. That is so true. It's not always fun, but it should be more fun than not. And we've had some incredible rank advancements this past month. There's plenty more for us to share, but just some of the things that we've seen in the Facebook feed.
Yeah, that's the key word, is that, I know there's so many rank advancements on our team, but the ones that were highlighted that we were able to quickly grab were a few Pro 4s, which is super exciting. Diane Martinez, Nancy Dunn, Amy Clavier, and Jessica Perez hit double Pro 4. Her second business center is now a Pro 4.
Yeah,
so kudos to you guys. That's phenomenal.
I'm glad you said that. So double Pro 4, guys, for those that are new, just means that she has opened up a second business center, perhaps a third, but a second business center, and it has hit the rank of Pro 4. So she's getting paid Pro 4 twice for doing the work once.
Double up.
How's that sound, right? Where can that happen? Where can you get paid twice for doing the work once? And she'll get paid every month, twice. So I know she's looking forward to that. And I know her bank account's looking forward to that. So congratulations there. We've also got a couple new elite distributors. There's a new Pro 8 in the organization, some new Pro 7s. You'll be getting their names and confirmation soon. Massive amounts of Pro 5s in the organization. But kudos to Jill in Jersey. A lot of those new Pro 4s were in Jill's group in Jersey. I know Cheryl Ray in Arkansas has got some new Pro 1s, some new Pro 2s. So congratulations to all of you guys that are out there. Some people that have been around us for a while are starting to see all these new rank advancements. And it's exciting. It's exciting for everyone to see this. So we're really excited to be able to share that with you guys. Let's talk about hair care.
Okay, yeah, so December 17th, you guys, they are doing the launch. I believe it's 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to make the most of it? You guys, you can totally create something out of that launch. Just like the virtual training that happened on Saturday. You could have sat in your own house by yourself and got that training. But like the Canada crew, they got together, they made an event of it. They made it fun. They made it something that you want to be a part of. You can do the same thing with the hair care launch. Have some people over to your house. Let them know, listen, I'm pumped. My company is releasing a new product line that's outstanding. Come hang, we're gonna have a blast. Make them want to be there. Do something, just create a fun environment to really make the most of this announcement that LifeVantage is making.
And you ladies, I've been watching. You guys are doing some good photo ops with that hair. Y'all working that hair. I'm seeing it. And I saw...
Well, I've been seeing some men working that hair too. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean... The reason I got a hat on is I got some serious bedhead right now. So it's growing out. I got my winter rug going on. I'm letting it grow out a little bit. But I just saw an awesome picture from Will Smith with some hair growth. I don't know if you saw that one. Ken has got South Carolina's got some hair growth going on. Let me just say something, and I hope you guys take this the right way. We are definitely marketers, right? That's what we do, and we're marketing products. And the before and after pictures are phenomenal, phenomenal pictures. But let's just say this. Pictures kind of, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words, right? But there's also something we should live by just saying the truth is good enough. So all I mean by that is this. We do not have to embellish how amazing this product is. They are good, right? They're really good. I want everybody to be conscious that there is importance in perceived value. So your network's watching, obviously. They're watching these before and after pictures, and the truth is good enough. So don't make these before and after pictures just unbelievable, I would say. I hope you guys are reading between the lines and what I'm saying. Am I, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got my attention. I'm looking in your eyes on the camera. I was really focused there for a minute.
I've seen some of these before and after pictures, guys, and it's like, a week? Really? Like, I'm just saying, I hope everybody's hair grows like that in a week. And if it does, hold the doors back, because this thing's going to be a $3 billion company. But the product's amazing. Share your before and after pictures. Just don't use crazy filters and craziness to make the after that much better.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, because like honestly, with Protandim Nerf 2, you've got some people whose stories are so absolutely insane with the medications that they've come off, or the, you know, whatever. They are exercising and haven't been able to do that in 20 years or whatever the case may be. And then when your friend starts taking it and doesn't see the same thing, they think it's not working. So that's what you're trying to say.
Exactly. And I've been a part of someone sharing their testimony, and I know the testimony's true, and they're just going from one thing to the next thing to the next thing. And I'm watching the eyes of the people in the audience, and before long, they're just like, nah, I'm not believing this.
Well, it's kind of like the compensation plan, right? Like, I always said that when I had the compensation plan drawn out for me for the first time, I didn't believe the numbers at the bottom. I just didn't believe it was true, because it seemed too good to be true. So that's the point, is when people think it's too good to be true, then a lot of times they lose interest. So we just want to make sure that everybody benefits from this the way that they can.
And listen, you don't have to go from bald to a full head of hair to sell the hair case system. If just a little hair grows back, or if it looks just a little better, people are going to buy it.
Well, how about just the fact that you're not putting chemicals in your body?
Right.
I mean, that more than anything else, you look at some of the things that are out there and what's in them, and we didn't even realize how really bad they are for us. So if that alone is it, I mean...
And we've got, I know Jeff Williamson's doing another webinar. If Tori or Jeff or someone will put that down in the comments, please. No Donald Trump comb-overs. That's funny. That's funny.
We said we want to sell it, Tim.
Someone put the information with Jeff's webinar, because Jeff, guy's been in the industry for a couple of decades and is pretty pumped about this product. And he's all in, so it may be a video asset that you can use. Heck, you might even be able to show some of that prior to your event on the 17th. So anyway, just wanted to mention that. Let's kind of wrap this call up with what Lynette and I have been up to the last couple of days with John Maxwell. Some of you guys have seen the post, and we're not at liberty to spill our guts completely, and that's only because the Maxwell team doesn't have a complete wrap on how this is going to get rolled out. So there's really no need to say much more than there is a program that the John Maxwell team is putting together specifically for network marketing. And Lynette and I have been around a lot of trainers and a lot of speakers, and Maxwell, I'm just telling you guys, you know, we talk so much about Jim Rohn. Jim, I wish I would have had the ability to see Rohn live or to ask Rohn questions. And we don't appreciate things until they're gone. Lynette and I got to be with John for another day and a half. On top of that, we were in his home asking questions, and just some very intimate in his office. And you can't even begin. I mean, there's no words for the value that you get and the value that you can share. And we just wanted to let you guys know that we are super excited to be able to start giving you guys some of the content that's coming through notes that we've taken. And just know that this project is going to be geared directly for the network marketing profession. People brand new to experienced. And so what we got to be a part of was the second visit this year to West Palm Beach with distributors that are currently building teams from all over the United States. And we don't need to say names that were there. I'm just telling you that there are millions of distributors that are represented by the people that we were with this past weekend. And some of the things that they shared were so inspiring because it's some of the very things you share with us. People talking about fear. People talking about, you know, there was one leader there from Kiani, the top of the organization. And the very first night, she's like, I'm just so happy to be here because I get my battery drained. Like I got to be building people up, and I'm just so glad to be here and be built up. And so that was awesome to hear because it's just the way it is, right? We're all human. And so we just wanted to share with you guys our excitement for the content that's coming. And we're going to be delivering some of this content to you guys from our notes throughout the weeks and months ahead. But today, we just wanted to share some highlights. I don't know, Lynette, if you've got something you want to share, I'm going to pull up some notes.
Well, there's so much. There's so much. But what I'll say, as I was kind of scanning through my notes, some of the things that stood out to me is somebody shared, it's not about what you've done, it's about what you're doing. It's not about what you've read, it's about what you're reading. It's not about what you've learned, it's about what you're learning. You know, a lot of times we accomplish things and that's awesome, but the reality is the relevance for what we have to say makes the greatest impact when we're actually, you know, out there and living it. The statement was made that people appreciate leaders that are in the trenches, not on the benches. Why is that? It's because when you are out there and actually experiencing some of the same things that your team is experiencing, you're able to bring a different level of value to the trainings and a different level of value because you already have experienced so much. Your knowledge is at a different place. And now as you're experiencing some of those same things again, you now may be able to address it in a different manner based on what you know. And so those are reminders that you can never hear enough of. And it made a pretty big impact on me. I thought it was powerful.
Yeah, that was Andrea Gephardt's part. And so so we were asked to deliver content on a topic. So it's the advisory council is what it is from this ambassador program. All of these people that were there are part of the advisory council. And we were advising John Maxwell on what the needs are of network marketing, which makes sense because John's not a network marketer. But then what John does is take that content that we delivered to him and put the personal development spin on it. And so Andrea's topic that Lynette was talking about was management mode. And it's a good topic because so many people fall into management mode. And John's response was what you just heard. He also said, this is good. All authority is based on what you are doing, not what you did. That's from John Maxwell. All authority is based on what you are doing, not what you did. And Andrea also added, we all have certain ranks, you know, but really how cool would it be or eye-opening would it be that you considered your rank the same rank as the last person you enrolled's rank? Like in other words saying, we're not Pro 10s. The last person we enrolled, I think, has got to Pro 3. So like saying, hey, we're Pro 3s, right? We got to get them to Pro 4. Like working through your organization that way. That was just an amazing topic that I heard. Let me scan past this next one I wanted to hit on because you've got some people, Mario and Franny, is that Arizon? Arizon. They're with I think they're with Primerica, I think. Anyway, you didn't like that I said that? I can tell by her face that she didn't like that I said that. Should I not say what companies they're from? Hey, we're live. So anyway, they are earning $200,000 a month. Okay, they're $200,000 earners a month. And these guys were like on the edge of their seats. They were so excited to be there and learning. And his deal was about changing your attitude, like from positive to negative, and how we deal with it's a very emotional business. And that if you remove emotion, this becomes a very simple business. If you can remove emotion, then it's a very simple business. But John's response to that was winning the day. You have to start by winning the day. That's where winning the battle is what's winning the day. Such a powerful way to look at going from negative things to positive things. And the last thing I kind of wanted to share with you is something we heard for Amber Voigt, and her topic was on personal development and how that's a big part of what we do in network marketing. And we don't talk about it enough. It is the difference maker for people that really want to do something in this profession. And it's something I've heard over the last couple of years, ILT. I is invest, L is learn, T is teach. And John said, that's great. That's great. You know, investing in yourself is great. Learning is great. Teaching is great. But there's something that needs to happen before you teach. And that is also an I. And he said, improve. And it was so powerful because he said, there's no value in learning without improving. And so people will read books and know what to do, but then not implement it. And he gave us some funny stories about some times of his in the past where he would train people how to do things and they wouldn't make any changes. And he finally got like, don't come back until you change, until you do what I just said, don't come back. Of course, we're not bosses. We can't tell people what to do, but we're talking about ourselves, right? So when it comes to personal development, we need to really focus on that improve element, right? Not just the investing in the learning, but improving so that we can teach from experience, not theory. And that's really the powerful thing, is teaching from experience and not theory. So we're really pumped about what's going on with that group and how that content, we feel as if everybody's familiar with the book Think and Grow Rich, how Napoleon Hill just interviewed people for a long period of time and got some common denominators. And so one of the distributors there said, this is how I feel about this, is we're the people that no one really knows in the book, and John Maxwell is Napoleon Hill. And John's going to be the one that gathers all this content together and delivers to the network marketing industry a tool that I think is going to be timeless. Mm-hmm. We really hope it's going to be something that you guys can all enjoy. So we're really excited about it. Excited about the month of December. Guys, the month of November, we had the most distributor enrollment in the month of November than we've had in 4 years. We broke a record.
You know what that means? It means December should be bigger.
That's right.
Because if there were more enrollments in November, that means there's going to be more auto ships in December. There's going to be more new distributors who are looking to grow their business and are looking for you to guide them in making that happen. So boom is right, that's Brandon. December is going to be boom.
The people that grow in December are going to see massive Januaries, Februaries, and Marches. Just massive.
Set the stage now for 2019. Set it up.
If you've got some people that have enrolled in the last day or in the next couple of weeks, have them watch November's workshop. December's workshop. Don't wait for January's workshop, right? Have them fill out the checklist, get their daily method of operation going, and then have them watch December's workshop so that they're already up to speed on what we need to do and what they're needing to do. So you guys, it's going to be a great month. We're going to have great looking hair, and our friends are going to have great looking hair, and we are going to blow up the last couple of days of this month with some amazing rank advancements. I can feel it in this team. There's momentum building. And one thing I want to mention, The third Saturday, I want to say that's the 19th. Pull the date up of January. I think it's the 19th, is going to be our first lead school. I think it's January 19th. It's our 4-hour training. It is going to be the first lead school. That's our live training. It's the 19th.
Yes.
January 19th. We have a live training in 5 markets. 4-hour training. Mark your calendars if you're near those cities. And this week you're going to be seeing at teamtrueblue.org. Our events tab is going to have all of 2019's trainings posted this week. So we're excited to give you guys a large heads up so that you can get your schedule set for all that activity. So we're excited, glad to have Chris on here. Congratulations to Canada, and I hope the other teams around Canada see what they're doing and can follow that process. So guys, we'll see y'all next Monday. Have a good week.
Take care.